have my lovely wife with me, Elena Tema. Say hi. And we just want to share about persistence today of how when I first met Elaine, it was a love at first sight, and she just knew that she wanted to spend the rest of her life with me. Except that's my version of the story. So it's better if you hear her version, and I just want to share what it was like for her when she first met me and when did she knew that I was the one.
Yeah. But yeah, for Tony, it was not really that story. I remember meeting him, and then my thought was like, oh, who is this lazy Asian guy? Because he had greasy hair, and it was just gross. You thought it was stylish. It was not stylish at all. And so I just, I had that kind of judgment about him. I was like, okay, cool, he's a nice guy. And then he kept showing up at certain events and everything, and it was like, okay, cool, this guy's actually serious, because at the time I was doing a business, and he was having interest in it. So anyway, we got to know each other more as friends, and he thought he was being sneaky, yet I knew he was being sneaky, and he would always look at opportunities to drive me home or go out for a meal and stuff, and yet it was okay, no, friend zone, and so there was a period of time during the 10 months before I eventually asked him out, he had asked me out a few times and stuff, and I kept rejecting him and saying no, we can't even be friends, I don't want to be friends with you, all that stuff. And then eventually I came to a realization after I did some self-development work, and because people could kind of sense the chemistry between us, yet I was in resistance to it, and that was all my stuff. And then eventually he wore me down, and then he stuck around long enough, and then 10 months later it was.
So moral of the story is, if you get rejected or they say no, just wear them down. I'm going to read a little tidbit from Think and Grow Rich about persistence. Those who have cultivated the habit of persistence seem to enjoy insurance against failure. No matter how many times they are defeated, they finally arrive up near the top of the ladder. Sometimes it appears that there is a hidden guide whose duty is to test people through all sorts of discouraging experiences. Those who pick themselves up after defeat and keep on trying arrive, and the world cries, "Bravo! I knew you could do it!" The hidden guide let no one enjoy great achievement without passing the persistent test. Those who can't take it simply do not make the grade. Those who can take it are bountifully rewarded for their persistence. They receive as their compensation whatever goal they are pursuing. That is not all. They receive something infinitely more important than material compensation: the knowledge that every failure brings with it the seed of equivalent advantage. So even though Elaine told me that I was too short, that she's not into Asians, that I have sleazy hair, that I'm not her type, that she doesn't want to date anyone in her business, all these obstacles that would make someone initially give up or go, oh well, whatever, and move on, to get really clear that with a burning desire and persistent and consistent action, although she said no, with every failure, there was another opportunity to get her, know her a little bit better, to go on another date, and eventually, if you are persistent enough, then you will attain whatever goal that you truly desire. Thank you.